Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about Infinite Warfare Zombies DLC 2 and the brand new map that's going to be coming out. Now, Lee Ross has been putting out some very interesting pictures on Twitter, and these are pictures of a newspaper, and it's talking about a brand new character that we have revealed within the new map. Now, I have some very cool things to show you guys today, and if you do end up enjoying this video, a like rating would always be appreciated. We're going to aim for 115 likes on this video, 115, you guys know how it is. Now, basically, if you guys are unaware of what's been going on, Lee Ross has been putting out some interesting tweets about a brand new character within the DLC 2 map, whatever it's going to be called, and he's been giving us a couple letters at a time, either giving us a vowel or consonant, and we finally figured out who the name is, and it is Arthur Macintosh. Now, a lot of people thought that this was going to be the celebrity character, so people had Googled him and seen if he was a real person. Turns out he wasn't, so he's an in-game character, a brand new one that we still have yet to see inside the storyline. Who he's actually going to be and how he's going to play out is a thing that's kind of unknown right now, but that's what we're going to be speculating about today, and we have a lot of proof and evidence about what he's going to be. The information and knowledge that we have about Arthur Macintosh is very limited. We don't even know what he looks like, we can't put a face to a name, we don't know what he sounds like either, so all we can do is really speculate from these newspapers that Lee Ross has been tweeting out. So I'm going to go and show you guys the first one right here. This one is talking about stock prices plummeting and suspicion of internal corruption at Macintosh and Macintosh. So basically, Macintosh and Macintosh is going to be Arthur's company, the one that he owns, and apparently whatever happened there, the corruption within, completely destroyed and crashed the stock market. So what we can tell from this is that Arthur started his own business, and from what we know, what we're going to see in the newspapers later on, he seems to be an older gentleman because he's been around for a long time from what he's been saying, and he also is kind of scared of time, and that's going to make sense as we go into these next ones. What I mean to say is he's more accurately scared of a lack of time. He's afraid of running out and perhaps dying is what my best guess is right here. Now we see on the headline right here, the Macintosh investigation is underway. So he's being questioned and they're actually looking into his situation, but we also see on the right that it says crime wave sweeps. So there is going to be some crime in this city, whichever city it is, we aren't really sure as of yet. Some people say New York, some people are saying Chicago. I'm thinking it's Chicago at the moment, but I could be wrong. Important thing to take away from this though, it seems like we have an older gentleman who is a businessman, frauded his company somehow, he was caught for it and is now being investigated, and we're going to probably see what happens from there. I believe it's also going to be explained in the map, whatever he did to crash his stock market through his company, whatever deed that kind of took place down there is going to be revealed finally in this DLC map. Now, we have one more newspaper to look at, and this is the most recent one tweeted out. It was just a few hours ago, and I'm going to show you guys this one. I think this one's the most telling. This final newspaper clipping that we got here says, "Billions lost by Macintosh, charges to follow." So it looks like he did get caught and he was convicted, and now he's going to be charged for his crimes, whatever that was. But he lost a lot of money, evidently, from what we get in this headline. But the thing is about Arthur Macintosh is if you pay attention to the quotes that Lee Ross was putting out, and I made a separate video about those ones if you guys do want to go see it. That's kind of talking about just the inner workings of the character himself. But he doesn't value money, or he talks about money not being the most important thing as you get older. It's being time is the more important commodity. Now, what this is kind of setting up in my mind, I think this is going to be the dynamic, like I talked about in this other video, I think this is going to be the dynamic of Willard Wyler versus Arthur Macintosh. I feel like this guy is way more important just for being a DLC 2 character. I don't know, right now there isn't any conflict for Willard. Think about it, I mentioned this in the other video as well. In Black Ops 2, we had Maxis versus Richtofen. In Black Ops 3, of course, we had Dr. Monty versus the Shadow Man. I think that Arthur Macintosh is going to be the opposite of Willard Wyler, and maybe he needs more time to become as powerful as Willard to maybe change things. Now, it also is worth mentioning that this is guaranteed not to be the celebrity character. I think that's pretty clear by now, but we know from Lee Ross 100% that the female lead in the celebrity character for DLC 2 is going to be a female, and we think it's going to be Pam Grier. I made a video about that as well. Even if it's not, then we'll get to, I guess we'll have to see who it is, but it is going to be a female, so it cannot be Arthur Macintosh. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a really interesting dynamic if this is, does happen to be the opposite of Willard Wyler. Maybe Arthur Macintosh is actually a good guy, but he doesn't look like it from this angle. Maybe he's trying to help our characters escape these films, trying to help everybody, and he's just basically completely the opposite of what we've seen. That's just speculation. That's kind of, one of my guesses, but it also could be entirely different. I have another opinion or another guess about what this could be, and this is probably the more realistic answer. I think Arthur Macintosh could probably be completely evil. He's not concerned about money in the slightest. Like I said, he only is concerned with how much time he has. So maybe he delved into these things where he has a piece of the soul key, he owns one of it, and he's trying to give himself eternal life or extensive life in some meaningful way. So it would make sense if that's the case, if he's like some all-powerful being now and we need to be able to kill him to take a piece of that soul key. I think that would actually be the more realistic answer. But what I know from you guys is, what do you think about Arthur McIntosh so far, just based on the information that we have from Lee Ross and the newspapers, everything like that, and also just your personal opinions? I want to know about that, guys, in the comment section down below. But these are my best guesses, and we'll see what actually happens you know, in a couple days when we do get a reveal trailer for DLC 2. Most likely next Tuesday. It should be that anyway, and as soon as it does come out, we'll keep you guys up to date on that and covered. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure to be subscribed if you are not already, and be sure to drop a like on this video if you guys did end up enjoying this. The Infinite Warfare Zombies storyline is actually sort of picking up and starting to go places now, which makes me really excited, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to do in the future. But these are my best guesses right now for DLC 2, and like I said, if any new information comes out, I am going to make a video updating you guys. But I think we're going to be getting our reveal trailer on Tuesday, and that should answer a lot of our questions. But other than that, guys, thank you everybody so much for watching the video. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this, like I said, and if you are brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe if you are not already. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you all on the next video.